First time live on YouTube in a while. I wonder what happens if I do it like that. I need to go get me tablet chaps so that I can work out what kind of a mess I'm making of this without having to wait for someone to tell me. I know there's nobody here right now, which is a good thing because we are already making a mess of things. Right, that is gonna go like that. No, oh, this is terrible. What am I doing? There we go. Oh no. Right, that is where we're gonna leave that for a minute, and it doesn't really show the lathe, does it? Oh, make a quick adjustment. I'm sure there's a way to check all this before you go live, but as you can see, I have not nailed it. I'm just going to go get the tablet, everyone. Yeah, I've got a charger, it's fine. I'm back. Right, let's get what my little one was looking off the screen. Right, I'm going to need a charging cable, so hopefully this reaches. It will if I move it. Okay, that'll work. Plug that in down there. I'm not sure if there's anybody in the stream yet. If there is, welcome. I am currently unplugging stuff and plugging stuff in. Get the phone on charge. Oh, there's nobody in the stream. That's great. Right, YouTube. I'm just logging in on the tablet so that I can see chat. Oh, 6%. Might need to plug this in before I do the phone. Oh god, it's entered energy saving mode. There we go. Right, now at least I can see the screen. No, we don't want kids to kids. That's Neo's programs. That just dealing with this. That I see family. Will it show that I'm live? There we go. That's us. Live. There we go. 6 watching. 6 people. Has anybody actually made a comment? Let's turn the sound down. Otherwise that's going to cause one of those horrible loops. Live chat. Faultin fan? Sounds Welsh, that does. How you doing? Oh, it says there's 8 people in the stream, but I guess I'm one of them. Right, I'm gonna be watching chat on this one. There's got to be a slicker way. There has to be a slicker way of doing this. Sorry guys, I've been struggling. If you're here for the TRX4 links manufacturing session, thank you. There are the lowers, so the short ones are the fronts and the long ones are the rears. Now on my TRX4 there is a perfect transition between the 7mm, but I thought I'd have a go at making some slightly heavier ones, and we're going to work on this transition. This chamfer here is going to get better over time, but for now this is how we're going to do it. These are heavy. They're 36 grams. I'm just going to throw them on the scales off camera. Am I on camera? No. Right. They are... Yeah, the rear's the 36 and the fronts are 40. 76, 152. So they are 152 grams per set. without the steering links, and we're just about to make some steering links. So if you are here for that, I thank you, and let me know if you've got any questions. I'll just tread on my toolbox. I'm just making sure the chat's working. Yeah. Say hello, let me know if you're there. If there's any questions you want to ask, fire away. So we're using 8mm brass stock. They're 7mm. So that would be for the other type. What we can do is we're going to check our cheat sheet. Tread on the toolbox again. So I've got everything written down that I need. Steering, here we go. Link eye to eye 134, or shoulder to shoulder. Shaft only is 88mm. We're just going to check that. 34. No, that can't be right. So the main link is 134. So that means that that is 100mm. Yeah, which is about right by the look of it. So we're going to set this to 100mm. The lag looks really annoying. Man, it's hot as balls today in the UK. Oh, look at that. That is pretty tricky, you son of a bitch. Right, so we're only going to get one. Oh, we might get a set though, because this is the main link. What do I call this? This is the tie rod. Is it called a tie rod? What's the main link that joins the axles together? I think the bit that does the steering arm part of it is called the drag link, isn't it? Anywho, so we've made a mark at, I don't know if you guys can see that. We've made a mark at 100mm. I'm just going to put this in my little vise, and we are going to chop this up. I'm just going to try and improve that camera angle for you guys. Looks like there's a bit of it in the shot. Is that better? I think that might be better. We'll see. We will see. This is a work in progress. I do promise that streams will get better, but for now they might be pretty awful, and I do apologise, but you know, I'm just one guy with a 3-year-old and a missus trying to make ends meet and provide content that you may or may not be interested in. Hopefully I'm trying to provide you with content you are interested in. So I reckon this whole set all together will be over 200 grams. So over 200 grams of unsprung weight. Oh, and I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, they are just 65 quid a set. So I don't know what that is in US dollars, but everybody's got Google or Alexa or whatever. I'm sorry if your devices have just been triggered. That happens all the time to me. So just out of shot, guys. Sorry if you're getting a bit of man boob in the shot there. Like I say, it is hot, really hot. I need a shot, like a shot fan in here, really. And I know it'd just be blowing warm air about, but I would rather have that than melting, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Oh. How's everybody doing today? Where are you? Is it as hot as balls where you are? There we go. We've just produced roughly 100mm length. Let's just check to see what we've got. So I always measure this on the short side because that's where we're going to touch on the lathe. Wow, not bad. It looks like we're just 0.8 of a millimetre over what we wanted, so we got pretty close. I'm going to put them there just so you guys can see it. If you're going to make these links that I'm making, you will need 8mm brass stock. Let's just check while I've got that. Yeah, oh, that's going to be more than enough for making the drag link. And you'll need 53/47s, and that's it. That's all you need. Right, so we need that tooling. Give that a brush down. I'm sorry guys, if you guys are chatting and I'm not seeing it, I'm really sorry. Channel activity. Right, I don't know how to display chat on my phone, but it looks like nobody's talking. Why is nobody talking? I'll get it. You're busy as well. You're at work. Whatever. Have you guys got a TRX4? Is that why you're out there in Chatland? Are you having a look so you can make these yourself? Are you having a look because you think, oh, I might buy a set of these? If you do want to buy a set, just get in contact with me on Facebook, Dwight Rabbit, or you can email me at rc.daddy.reviews@gmail.com. Just send me a message and I'll let you know how you can get your hands on a set of these. They are just 65 quid a set, and they're all custom made in the UK. Super quality, heavy links. We use M4 carbon set screws up the centre of these. If you buy a set of these, the only thing that you're going to break is your rig or maybe a rod end. You're not going to break one of these chunky links. Sorry if the audio's a little bit all over the place, guys. So as I say, this is a bit of a learning curve situation. I'm just working things out. Right, so we got the bits spinning up on the lathe, which by the look of it, what is wrong with me? I haven't even tightened up. I'm not an engineer, nor do I profess to be one. It's trouble. I'm wearing too many hats. I am cinematographer, editor, machinist, dad, etc. So that's a lot of hats to wear. I kind of want the let's do that. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to pop that out and check that for length, because chatting away and I'm not really paying attention to the things. I actually balls one of these up. I was on that other streaming platform the other day doing these links, doing the ones down there. Right, so 100.76, so we need to take somewhere around 0.65 off, and that'll be close enough, and that just leaves us a little room for error. If we go a little bit over the top, it won't matter. So we're just going to touch the end of the work, and that puts us about 6 1/4. So let's turn on, so 8 1/4. Ten and a quarter. That's roughly where we want to be. And we're woodworking, really. We're not engineering. Like if you're making yourself a set of brass links and you can't get it within, you know, like 0.5 or 0.1 of a mil, don't sweat it. That is going to be good enough for these sort of things. For links, that's going to be absolutely fine. Don't beat yourself up. Oh. Right, let's have a look. Nobody chatting. 9 people watching. Thank you for being out there though, guys. This is more people than ever join me in my entire stream on that other platform. So 0.43, I'm going to take it down 0.3.5, and that is going to do us. We are going to be happy right there. I'm not getting any comments, so it may just be that you guys aren't commenting, which is absolutely fine. Head safe, the stock's safe. What did I say? 0.35. So we're going to go 1. Could someone just drop a comment, and then I'll be able to see whether people are commenting or not. We have got someone that said hi right at the beginning of the stream, but since then there hasn't been any, and it's fine. I don't expect people to be chatting if they don't want to, but I also want to make sure that I'm not missing any comments. Right, so we're within 1/20th. Is that right? 1/20th? 20%. We're within 20% of where we want to be, and do you know what? I'm okay with that. What's that going to do? It's going to give me toe out. No, I'm not okay with that. I am gonna. Oh, but we are going to be putting a little bend in. Right, okay, I am going to be okay with that then. So next job, we get this back in the chuck, and then we're going to switch over to this bit, which puts a chamfer. So there's the tool. There's the tool. The tool comes into it. It's just going to put a chamfered edge on it, which means we get a better transition between the rod end and the other bit. Do you know what? I'm not sure. Did anybody leave us a comment? Leave us a comment, guys, please. Just someone, just say hi, or bumholes, or shut up, you chav, or whatever in the comments. Just let me know. Just so I know I'm not missing any comments from you guys. I don't know how to check whether I am or not. My partner will be available in a little bit. The RC Mummy. I should be able to ask her just to check. Huh? RC Mummy, could you be darling and leave me a comment on this video, on this live rather, just so I know I've got, because there's people in the stream and I can't see any comments coming up, and that might be just nobody wants to talk to me, which is fine, or people are busy or whatever. No, I'm on YouTube. I just thought I'd give YouTube a try, because you know that's where most of my followers are. Most of the people that follow the channel are YouTube. Does anybody else do that other platform? I think everybody does a bit of both now, don't they? Just so this isn't a specific measurement. I just do this by eye, guys. I'm being completely honest. Once I found a manufacturer to make these in the UK. Yo, mischievous girl, thank you. That mischievous girl, by the way, that's the RC Mummy. I'm going to get her to change her name at some point to the RC Mummy, especially if the live streams become a thing. So we've done those by eye quickly, guys. just put a little chamfer on each end just so that transition's a little bit nicer. We're going to hit that with paper of sand in a minute, some machining paper, whatever it's called, emery paper, is that what we call it? Let's have a look. We got some 400. That's a bit heavy. Where's my other stuff? There we go, 1500. That's what we're looking for. So we're just going to put a little bit of sandpaper. I probably shouldn't bother doing this until I've finished making the part, really, but it's not super important. Like, these are going to get bashed, properly bashed. If the lad that I expect to buy these buys these, he is going to torture these. Something rotten. So not getting too close to the chuck. Moving nice and slowly in one direction. And when we messed up a little bit earlier, we did put a little bit of a divot in this one with the chuck rotating. So we'll just give that a bit of an extra go. When you get a set of these, guys, if you get a set of these, no, I'm going to speak confidence. When you get a set of these, they are going to come with a really beautiful finish on. Let's just pop this one out for you and I'll show you. And they're going to come in like a proper, they're going to come in almost like a jewellery box. Just grabbing some paper towel. Hopefully you can't see me naked fat body on the thing. No, you can't. I'm not naked, I've got clothes on, but I'm nearly naked. Right, let's give that a quick polish. When you get a set of these, probably get better against the, no, I've got to put my hand in. When you get a set of these, you're going to get a beautiful, really shiny, high quality polished product. And if you don't buy a set off me, which is absolutely fine, that's why I'm showing you how to make them. Yeah, when you do it, 1500. I'm just using 1500. Hello, Rudy. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm flipping hot though. It is like really hot, isn't it? And I am not a fan. I don't mind it hot. I just don't like it muggy. And it is really properly muggy, isn't it? How are you doing? Thank you for dropping a comment, by the way, Rudy. You and Mischievous Girl and Faultin Fan, I hope I'm not butchering that, are the only people to leave a comment so far. Is that going to be better? Oh yeah, that might be better there. I'm still working it all out, mate, as well. I'm trying to work out where to put the chat. I'm going to need some sort of dedicated setup if this becomes a thing. Right, what was I doing? So I'm just going to use the centering tool to give me a nice point of center to run off. Just tap that up to the piece that we're working on. Give that a little turn. Where's me oily stuff? Right, make sure. Yeah, I did that. Make sure there's no tools in there. I'm just I'm still new to this lathing stuff. I've been moving the wrong bit. I've been manufacturing parts and designing parts mainly for drones, but I've been doing it for about 10 years. But I've only just started to work with a lathe, and it's a bit of a learning curve, isn't it? You know, I'm learning on the go, and safety stuff like making sure there's no I don't know what they call those. I think they're still called keys. The keys for the chuck, making sure they're not left in, is a bit of a big deal. Have you noticed, Rody, I've got a Vitivon inside sticker on top of my lathe, and that's not because I've got Vitivon bits in my lathe. I've just fitted the Vitivon gearbox to my UTB18, which is actually a little bit out of shot there. Maybe I'll put it there. Is that in shot? Yeah, it is, yeah. I've just put one in there, and I only drove it around on the floor last night. I haven't had much chance to give it a proper rip. I'm hoping to get out with it very soon. Central London rooftop flat, it's always 2 to 3 Celsius hotter than it is outside each road from here. Little live that. Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah, I am a fan. I love my little lathe. It is a MCO Unimat 4, in case you wanted to know. For what I do, and for what most of us as hobbyists do, it's going to be enough. Eventually, I'm going to need a 3D printer, because I've designed a part for the 14303 rally car that stops all the stones and crap getting caught up in the steering, oh yeah, there's a whole host of other bits and bobs that I want to prototype on a 3D printer before I go getting them manufactured. So we've just drilled 3.5mm. This is a 3.5mm carbide, tungsten carbide bit, specifically for lathing stuffs. And you could go 3.3mm if you wanted a really tight, like if you work into tight tolerances and you wanted a snug fit, you could go 3.3mm, but I'll go to 3.5 because for what these are doing, it's enough, and it takes a lot of the stress off of the tap. So just gonna lube the tap up. Right, when I put my tap bit in, I'll just pinch it up. You'll notice I'm just a little bit of pressure, little boop, and then that means the tap can spin, because what we're going to do is we are going to we're not locking the head, we're just putting a little bit of pressure to get it started. And if you watch, the tap will stop. If I don't stop the lathe in time, the tap will stop, the chuck will spin. Sorry, the tap will start to spin in the chuck on the head. My God, all the terminology. Right, here we go. There you go. Did you see that? Hopefully you did, because we haven't worked out how to do action replays just yet. So what are we doing? Right, so we're gonna, that's where I then take the belt off and we go manual. I'll give it a quick wiggle backwards and forwards, and then we just back the tap out. 14 people watching, bless you, every single one of you. Right, so yeah, then we back the tap out. Let's just move this in a little bit, because nobody needs to be seeing my flabby body in the shot. You can probably see a reflection of it in there as well. Oh well, we're all friends here. A man, it is hot. It is hot, really knows just how hot it is. Living where he does. Right, so we've got a really nicely polished brush shaft with a chamfer on it that aids transition. We did a 3.5mm hole. Just running through it all again, just in case anybody missed it. And now we've just got a bottle brush, and we're cleaning out the threads quickly with a bottle brush, and then we are going to slap that there. We're going to grab a 5347, which are typically underneath the UTB-18. This is the perfect amount of 5347s. So the 5347 is a Traxxas TRX4 rod end with a hollow ball. They're relatively cheap. I buy them off of AliExpress. If you guys need a link for those, let me know. But if you go to any of my videos, actually that's not entirely true. I will add one in the description of this further down the line. So there we go. We're going to get the Ugga Dugger, because otherwise we're going to be here for a week and a half. We get the Ugga Dugger there. We pop that. We pop that in there, and then we just take that down, and we have this set to 6, which usually gets us down far enough. We want about 5 or 6 mil sticking out, because we've drilled about an 8 to 10 mil hole in there, and then we simply do up, boom, and that's it. That's one end of the drag link. Is this the drag link? What's the link between the wheels? There's a question for you guys. What's that link called? I'm pretty sure I've got it written down. Shaft down link, no, link ends. Servo link, right, stop shaft. I'm just having a quick look. Sleep deprivation is upon us, guys, so my brain isn't working quite as well as it could be. I was going to say well, as well as it normally does, but it doesn't work, to be honest. My brain is a bit fried. Man, we've been through so much the last little while. My partner's dad died a little while back, and we've just found out that the NHS might have killed him accidentally by giving him something he was allergic to. A few days ago, we had to have our dog put down, and then there's this heat. Yeah, our dog Lucy. I've spent so much time crying. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have spent a lot of time crying. My partner's been in tears. The only one that actually has been alright is Neo, but I just don't think he really knows how to process it. He's only 3 years old, bless him. He understands it though. We didn't lock the words up and, you know, give him a load of fluffy bollocks. Like, we told him with care, we told him with love, but we just called it what it is. We just said, Lucy's dead, darling. And, you know, it's sad, and Mummy and Daddy missed her, and all the rest of it. So, back in with a 3.5mm tungsten carbide bit, and we're going to go down to what I call the last knuckle on the drill bit. Just get that out. Try not to leave this running in here too long, guys, because even with a bit of I use 3-in-1 oil, but even with that on there, it generates a fair bit of heat if you leave it running needlessly. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, we didn't wrap it up in fluff. We just said to him, really sorry babe, but Lucy's dead. She died. Well, I said we took her to the vets, the dog doctor, who's a doctor for dogs. We explained it to him, and we just said that the vet said she's very ill and that she's in pain, and the kindest thing to do is to let her go. So they gave her some medicine that helped her go to sleep, and she's not in any pain anymore, and that means she's dead. So he understands the word. So I do feel like Neo's got a really good understanding of death. Right, we're just going to put a bit of lube before we slide our tool in. Always a good idea to do that. Or make sure the hole's lubed, whatever. Here we go. Again, we're just going to go in until the tap starts spinning in the head. Right, so I might have tightened this up a little more than I thought I had. Yeah, it looks like we're there. That's difficult, isn't it, when you've got a young one? Like, you kind of want to protect them from reality a little bit, but you know, life and death, like birth and being born and dying, are two of the most unchangeable things in the universe, in our universe, aren't they? You can't really protect your kids from that, so you just have to find a way to tell them, don't you? Hello, Osborne RC, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Do you know what? I went over to that other place and did a bit of streaming, and I felt like a fish out of water. I don't think that's for me over there, you know. I much prefer the YouTube space. This is where a majority of the people that follow the channel are. A great best thing you do is be honest about it. Thank you, I'm glad you agree, Rudy. Like, we're doing our best, really. Like, none of us have got a rule book on it, and you know, I didn't have a great experience growing up. Like, I don't have a lot of experience, best way to say it. I didn't have a lot of experience to draw on growing up, so I'm taking the best advice I get. And trying to make it make sense for Neo, trying to teach him as much as we can about, you know, being kind and about understanding, you know, this really confusing world that he's been born into. That's all you can do, really, isn't it? Did a live yesterday. You did a live, Osborne, yesterday on this platform. And if you did, well, no matter what, if you, yeah, no. So if you did do one yesterday, how did it go? What is your measure of success? That'd be an interesting one. So if you do a live, how do you quantify whether you feel like it was a successful live or not? I'm gonna say I haven't torn my hands off with a lathe, and I've had a bit of a chat with other people who've got time on their hands and are into the same stuff as me. That is going to be a win for me. Like, it'd be nice one day to have a ton of people coming into the lives, but I kind of feel like I'm going to lose touch with people when that happens, if that ever happens. Did an unboxing from Adam from Reactive Terrain and had a team box come in. Ah, right, unboxing from Adam at Reactive Terrain. It's nice to know that there's like those Reactive Terrain lads are in the UK, aren't they? They sound like they might be in the Midlands or up north or something. Are they near you, Osborne? Right, well, I've got a little bit of a divot in this. I don't know how it happens, but the part span in the lathe a little bit. Yeah, they're from the UK. So what was the unboxing and what was in the team box? You got me intrigued now. I'm just going to keep passing over this little divot that we've got until it's less. But I know someone's going to smash these into the rocks and tree roots and God knows what else. But when someone gets this part, I want them to open the box and think, crikey, look at them. I don't want people to sort of, you know, think that the quality is low, because it isn't. These link sets aren't cheap. They're going to be 65 quid for a set of 4 lowers. Put the 4 lowers, and the steering set is 65 quid, which I think is really good value, but it's not cheap. But then we're not making cheap stuff, we're hand making it. You can see how long I'm spending even just on this little bit here. I might go for a soft jaw at some point. Got 4 rigs to build, 3 bulldogs and a jawbreaker that isn't on the market just yet. Ooh. And these are coming up on your channel, Osborne, are they? Because if they are, we'll have to check that out. Right, I think we are there. Let's pop that out. It's got a lovely finish on this. I wish I could be like a fly on the wall when somebody receives their package from Chonky Links. By the way, that's what we're calling ourselves. We're calling the product. You can say my man boobs in the bloody thing, can't you? Can't be having that. I'll get demonetised for making people sick. Jawbreaker that isn't on the market. Oh, she's a thing of beauty. Like, I don't mind blowing my own trumpet. I mean, obviously I can't blow my own trumpet. I tried that when I was a young man, and you know, I'm just not that way. I'm not built that way. There you go. So what we're going to do, we are going to get the Ugga Dugger and an M4 carbide, an M4 carbon steel grub screw. These 16mm, guys. If you're building these, you need the 5347s. You need, yeah, the 5347s. You need 16mm M4 tungsten carbide set screws, and you don't need a lathe, but it will make life easier. Like, I was making these links before I had a lathe, but would I want to go back to that? Absolutely not. Yes, I will do a whole build of the crawler. Great. Well, I will make sure I come over and leave you some love on the video, because I do believe any of the content creators should, all of the content creators that are out there should be supporting each other. While we're on the subject to that, I don't think it would have hurt Adam from Cape Crawlers. I might be saying something controversial here, but I don't think I am. I don't think it would have hurt Adam from Cape Crawlers to have given Trey a shout out in his videos. You know, Trey from 24 Yep. Like, that King of the Course, or whatever Adams call it, is it was inspired by Trey's Roasting Rigs series, and I feel like it wouldn't have hurt Adam just to go, oh, by the way, guys, this series was inspired by 24 Yep, go check him out, blah blah blah. You know, I don't know, am I wrong? I don't think so. Right, there we go. We do a custom bend for the pumpkin. We got an offset pumpkin on the TRX4, so one end we have just a single bend. I keep it nice and simple, and that also keeps the link close to the thing. I'll just show you. I'm not actually going to do the custom bend on because it requires a lot of bending over and a lot of grunting. I can't actually find my bender, but I've just got a pipe bender. It goes on there. I mark the point, the center point of where I want the bend, and then I just bend it. We only put like, I don't know, 5 degrees or something bend in there, and then it's enough for it to clear the pumpkin. Nobody's commented on the cake crawler situation. Well, that's cool. That's absolutely cool. Right, so now we just need to make the rest of this little link. There's another piece of 8mm. Just check, that is the 8mm, and we want that TRX4 steering. Sorry guys, gone quiet. When the old brain fade starts happening. Servo length, there we go. 77mm eye to eye, or 34.5mm. Just make sure that's right. 77, 34.5. These are 17, so that's 34. Yeah, 34. Just try. My brain's just fading for a sec. Oh right, yeah, these are slightly different then. So they're 17mm. The ends are 17mm from the eye to the bottom of the thing. Hello, Spudder Crawler. Good morning from WA, where I live. What's this? Saw you were live. I thought I would say hello. Thank you, Spudder Crawler. I was just saying to the other guys that have been in here for a little while that I'm just going to clean this end up. I was saying that I was on that other platform doing the live, and I felt a bit dirty, if I'm honest. It didn't feel right. It kind of felt like, you know, I was over there. I wasn't there for reasons that I wanted to be there. And I thought if there's anybody that's going to be interested in seeing me custom make a set of TRX4 links, it's the guys that are subscribed to my channel. So we are just going to nip that off, chuck safe, belts on. A little bit. Where wash WA, is that washing? I'm going to make myself seem like I'm an idiot now, because my geography knowledge is terrible. WA, trying to think what else that could be. West Arizona. I've no idea. I'm sorry, I'm letting the side down. Do you know what? I probably shouldn't have parted that off. Not parted that off, clean that end off like that. Anyway, we wanted, what did we want? When did we want it? Shaft only 34.5. So, what I do is just nudge that up. 34 plus 34 is 68. That ain't right. What's the eye to eye? Servo length. So that would be 43. Just going to check some measurements. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if I've got an early iteration down in my book. Right, so I'd say the 77 was correct, and I think if I'm 100% spot on that these are just double checking, guys, because it's easy to take off but you can't add back on. So these are 17, so that's 34. So I want 43mm shaft. I don't know why I've got that written down as 34.5. Maybe I'm using a different shaft than I was. That would make more sense. Right, so we're going to set this to 43 or near enough. Where is everybody at? And by that I mean, where are you in the world? I know where Rudy is. Rudy's in London, in central London. And I think I know where WA is. I know where Spaddercrawler is. Because he's in WA. Which, as we all know, is West Arizona. Right. So I'm just out of shot for a sec, guys. We are taking... Oh, sorry, I've done the camera now. We are taking the brass stop and putting it in a vise just to one side. Unfortunately, you'll have to look at my arm. Hopefully you can hear the vise going. I'm not doing something I shouldn't be on the internet. Oh man, it's so hot in here. Do you know what? I definitely need a slicker solution. What would you guys use to chop things down? So this is probably the most annoying part of the whole process, is sawing by hand, especially in this bloody heat, is sawing these down with a hacksaw. What did I say I wanted? 43. That's almost perfect. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this in the vise, and I'm going to touch on the lowest point, and then that'll be where I clean it off, and then we'll give it a measure and see if we need to nick a little bit more off. But I've gone pretty close. As I do these up, I just give the part a gentle little wiggle backwards and forwards, and that helps it to find centre. I have had really good results with centering. Oh no, I've undone that. It's the trouble when you're trying to talk to a million people on a stream. 13 people on a stream, and yeah, do something like this. It's I'll sound like I'm complaining. Shut up, mate. Your lovely missus is in the other room. If your little one weren't at nursery, he'd be in the other room playing. I can go for a wee and grab myself a drink, and I am my own boss. So yeah, sorry, didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm not. Washington, yeah, WA's Washington, and I watching from Kansas. Wow. Again, geography not my super strong point, Osborne. What? WA's Washington. Oh, you're watching from Kansas. Right, sorry, yeah, it was Spaddercrawler. I thought it was Spaddercrawler replying. Yeah, wow. You're in Kansas, and you had stuff from the UK arrive, man. I love that. I like the idea that some of my links end up eventually out there, you know, out in America, somewhere in one of the states. Right, chuck safe, everything's clear. Just cleaning this end off and then we'll give it a measure. Do you know, I love working with brass. I absolutely love it. Well, I think we're going to maybe tighten this shot up a little bit. I could maybe have a little go at it in a bit, but let's focus. I live directly in the middle of the US. Yeah, Kansas is directly in the middle. Right. Trying to think what I know Kansas for. How far are you from Crawler Canyon? Where's Crawler? He's over on the east coast, isn't he? Isn't he? He's California, isn't he? So I'm guessing you're a long way. I kind of answered my own question. We don't really have an idea of scale in the UK. Right, what am I doing? I'm measuring. We don't really. Oh dear. Yeah, we don't have a very good idea of scale in the UK because, you know, I think the UK or England fits in some of your states. Like you could literally fit the entire country. Right, we're 43.34, and just so that we can clean this end off completely, just give that a little wiggle as I tighten it up. I'm going to take off 0.3. We're going to do some real engineering stuff here, guys. Right, little touch on. Everything's clear. Here we go, guys. So we're going to go 1/10 of a mil, 2/10 of a mil, 3/10 of a mil. Alright, I love that noise. There's something really calming for me about doing this. So what I will be doing, in case anyone's interested, wrong bit smell. Where are we going? Where's that? What have I done with them? There they are. What I will be doing is in future, once we've got some money in the pot, I'll be prototyping a part like this. I'll be running it or sending it to someone that I know's got that vehicle. Let's have a look, see how close we got. How close did we get? Right, so we got within 0.5 of a mil. That guys, that is close enough for me. I've got to be honest, anywhere below 15 is close enough for me. It's links. You know, we're not engineering parts for a spaceship or whatever. Not yet, anyway. Right, so now we're going to put our chamfers on. So for that, we need to take the tool out of the tool stock. Give that a little brush off, put that down there. Then we get our angled bit. Give that a little pinch up. And then I did say this earlier on, I'm just eyeballing this. But I think if I had to tell people, we're putting about 1 millimetre of a shoulder on the part. Let's switch it round and we'll do that while we've got that tool in. Ah, dear. I see Trump and Elon Musk have kissed and made up, haven't they? What's he doing? Is Trump's just playing the stock market, isn't he? What do you guys think? I just think that when people, businessmen like him, are in control, if they've got if they've got their hands on the taps to make more money flow into their busy, yeah, I don't, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to turn a TRX4 part making video into a political discussion, really. I'd rather just make the part. But I don't know, I was thinking about it the other day. I've been watching a show on the internet called The Rest Is Politics with an English guy, Alistair Campbell, and his mate. And like, I don't ever just listen to a narrative and think, oh, this is the truth. But they were talking about various political things, one of which was the whole Elon Musk and Trump situation, and I did think some of what they were saying made sense, you know, with regards to that he can really influence the stock markets by some of the decisions. Like if he says, you know, we're going to put tariffs on on China, they're smart enough. These guys are smart enough to know who's going to affect what in the stock market and how that's going to affect prices of stuff. So he can say to his mate, look, Wednesday, buy stuff, I'm going to do this. And you're going to buy stuff really cheaply. Then 3 weeks from now, I'm going to revert it all. And then you sell the stuff and you're going to become billionaires or millionaires or whatever. I don't know. So maybe it's just, maybe I'm judging people on what I would do if I was a nefarious actor in their position, or not. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't do it. I would want what's best for the people, for definite. But I would also, I guess, I'd be looking out for me family as well. Like, not at the detriment of the people. But I think old Tolkien, when he did Lord of the Rings, I feel like that ring was an analogy. Like, I feel like that story is allegorical, and I feel like the rings are just a metaphor for money and power in that story. So we've gone all philosophical while we're making TRX4 links, but that is what's going to happen sometimes. Yeah, and so in the story, if you're familiar with Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, this little hobbit dude, Frodo, is given this ring, and they say to him that you got to watch out, it affects everybody who touches it, but you're so pure of heart that it won't affect you. We trust you. We need you to take it to Mordor and throw it in the fires of Mordor. I'm probably paraphrasing slightly here, but anyway, he's trusted, leaving the most trustworthy person. So it'd be like someone coming into a load of money, or into a position where they could have access to a lot of money. My precious, exactly. And I think people become precious about money. Oh no, this is my money, or whatever. And I feel like, you know, people like Elon and Trump and Bill, fucking dirtbag. And we're back. Oh my goodness. My phone went flat, guys. Proper noob mistake. I'm gonna have to route some wires. Oh my god, I did an Americanism. I'm gonna need to route some wires so that doesn't happen again. Right. If you saw it, I've just ran the tap down. I just run the tap down there, and now in the finishing stretch. If anybody stayed with me through that, thank you very much. Looks like there's just me watching. I will. I don't blame you guys. That took so much longer. I had to go and grab another power cable because this is also on charge. The tablet where I'm monitoring comments is also on charge. So we just use a straw brush to clear out the threads, and we've just got to drill and tap this one and polish, and we're finished. Yeah, blimey. I do make a load of other parts as well. Let's grab Spidey while we're waiting for a few people to come back. Oh, for watching. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. Don't know what to say really, but it all went a bit tits up. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So I made these. I made the prototype. These are the prototypes. I made these out of Dell rings. So for anybody that's got double hood screw-in body mounts, I do exhaust stacks, and these are the Delrin ones. I'll go and get Venom quickly. Where are you, Venom? Venom went out on the HB Sedonas the other day. Here's Venom, and as you can see, Venom, his hands come unglued as well. Like, they're not hanging off, but they're unglued. But this is like the shelf, queen shelf. So there you go. That's how they work. They're the aluminium ones, and they come with these little seats and everything. They're really nice. If anybody's interested in a set of them, I can do them in custom height for you, and they fit to an M3 body mounting system. This is the Team Revolt Tsunami chassis under here, and I bought one of the AliExpress body mounting systems and then made up the stacks, but I just think it looks really nice. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look nice, or is that just my opinion? Right, we will get to it, guys, but I need a bit of a thirst. I feel like we was in the middle of a deep conversation. Fatty Rudy, if you're back in the stream, thanks for letting me know it gone down. If it would have missed it. I can't actually see the back of the phone from where I am. Right, focus McDuff. So we are going to put the M3.5, well not the 3.5 millimeter tungsten carbide tip back in the chuck. If I look a bit cack-handed doing this up, you see me sort of old chuck key for this chuck, this drill chuck, load chuck. Right, let's put a bit of lube on our shaft. Oh, the RC mummy's come to see us. Hello, RC mummy. And we're back again. I need a fast charger. I've just turned Bluetooth off, so hopefully that'll be enough. While the phone was getting enough juice in it to do the thing, I finished off the thread on this one. But if you've been in the stream for a while, you would have seen it a tap out. Then I get the bottle dude back again. Man, it's stressful. I know why they pay streamers good money now. This stuff is stressful. Right, I'm just the RC mummy was with us in case you hadn't seen her before the stream last time, and she's been eating these squidgy eyeballs. They're good for you, babe. That's out of focus. That's yeah, that's gonna be really good for you. She's been trying to lose weight, which, like, in the toxic food society we live in, is really difficult. She's been doing the old treadmill and that. She's looking really good. Really good. When you come over, oh no, one of your boobs has dragged off one of the things.
No,
oh no, her boobs, guys. She's got massive knockers. Yeah, thank you.
How did it get over there?
Oh, we dragged it off with your boob. As she leant in to show you the eyeball, her boob, she boobed it. Anyway, right, we're in the home stretch now, guys. We're going to grab 2 tungsten steel M4 by 16s. We've already did that a few times in the stream. If you've been here a while, I apologise for repeating myself, but I'm doing it just in case somebody has only just made it in. I can't tell whether the stream's going to go down again or not, guys, but let me just say I appreciate you for being there. If it goes down again, just take it from me. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you being there, and I will be doing this again. I think at the risk of getting sued by one of the other manufacturer channels out there, we might be calling, always take these out, we might be calling this shop talk. I can't, can I? I can't call it shop talk. Oh, well done you guys, that's a bloody good name. I don't know what we're gonna call it then, but we are gonna call it something. What are you doing? You're trying to get me bloody blacklisted off the internet. What is she like?
Sorry.
She's got a knob fixation, guys. I do apologise. If there's any young people out there, I'm very sorry. I apologise for the RC mummy. Just come back in. Just came back in and heard the word boobs. Into my desk and heard boobs. Love it. Yeah, gotta love boobs. And oh crap, I've dropped my doohickey. Oh. Right, come in here and leave your bloody sweet wrapper on the side.
Yeah.
You and your boobs. Can't believe she just drew a picture of a dick and put it on the internet. And I've got a funny story about that, guys. I might share with you one day if she'll let me.
No.
You know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get, oh, you can't do that. You got to tell us now.
No.
Right, so there we go. That is the steering link all done. I have a feeling though, did I have a bent link on one of them? Yeah, I did. Damn. And is that, yeah, it is the right length. Okay, so we're going to try it with straight links. The original does have a bit of a bend to the left in it. Which is normal with some things. Oh, sorry, get it in stream. And then Spudder Crawlers put good times. Yes, indeed. Right, let's get these weighed. I'm going to do it down here, which is a little bit away from the camera. I'm hoping you guys can see it.
No.
Yeah, well, it's almost in shot.
Well, it isn't in shot.
No, but it's almost.
But I'm telling you, it's not in shot.
Yeah. I'm not giving up, guys. We're in the kitchen. We've switched to the fast charger in the kitchen. Why is that not focusing? That's weird. It's focused on the reflection. There we go. If I put it up there. What? I hope people didn't see your willy drawing in that case. The RC, just in case you missed it, the RC mummy did a willy drawing which she put on the camera. It wasn't like a really sort of, it's not one of those childhood graffiti jobbies that you see. Anywho, I thought I would share this with you. I wanted to leave the stream on my own terms. I didn't want it to happen because the battery charger had decided it didn't want to charge the phone quick enough. Hello, Lee. You've missed a cacophony of cock-ups, but I'm glad you're here now. I like Lee. He's a lovely fella, that Lee. If you haven't said hello to Lee and you haven't met Lee, you're missing out. Right, so this is the front drag link. Tie rod. This is the tie rod. This is the steering link. This is the front steering link, and this is the front tie rod or drag. No, this is the front drag link. Are you keeping up with me here, guys? Right, so that is 44 grams, and then that is 65 grams. So if you were just to buy the steering link set, which I don't know the price of right now, you would be adding 65 grams of unsprung weight to the front of your TRX4. Right, so let's put them to one side. Nobody's just going to do a front set of links, but in case they are, if you were to do just the front, oh, it's a scale. I thought it was an iPad. Oh no, it's so bloody shiny. I shouldn't have cleaned it, Lee. Then you'd have been able to see. Yes, it's a set of scales. Right. So if you bought just the fronts, and these are the super chonkies. I'll do a 7mm version of these. These are the 8mm version. You're going to have 73 grams. I think, what are they? I'm sure they're 36. So it's 72 grams. And if you have the full set, you're going to be putting 152 grams up the front. I know it says 151. There you go, 152. That makes more sense with the numbers. And if you put the full set of links, so both 4-link lowers and the steering, it's 216, guys. I don't know what's up with these scales. I feel like they're on the wonk. They're on the wonk, guys. That's what it is. All right, we'll call it 217 if the scale insists, but it's, I think I would say they're 216. I'd rather underclaim than overclaim. Like if you take a girl home and you say, you know, it's not very big, and then they're under expecting, aren't they? This is your fault, I'll say, mummy. Anyway, 216 grams is what I'm going to write on the packet when I do these.
Oh my god.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
I'm on the bloody internet.
Sorry.
If you want to set a full set of these, at the moment, special introductory price, 65 quid. As far as I'm concerned, after inserts, this, and maybe knuckles, this is the best money that you can spend on your performance or scale rig. I would say performance rig, you go with the 7mm, but if you've got a big old scaler, these are the links that you want. So I just want to take this minute to say thank you for watching the stream. I really appreciate you guys. If you're interested in a set of these links, PM me on Facebook. They call it DM. It used to be personal message, now it's direct message. DM me on Facebook, the White Rabbit. Message me on YouTube and I'll let you know how, or contact me at rc.daddy.reviews@gmail.com and I'll sort you out. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching the stream. Remember, no matter the question, love is always the answer, and maybe I should get one that says, no matter the question, links are the answer. Bye for now.